Okay, let's get to it. A long-standing rumor has been revived, brought back from the dead. Take everything presented here with a huge grain of pink Himalayan sea salt. Time to put on your tinfoil kufis, tinfoil bonnets, tinfoil skull caps, tinfoil fitted caps, tinfoil scarf, just anything you put on your head, tinfoil. Yeah, you know, your tinfoil hard hat. We're about to go down this rabbit hole between Donald Trump and Tamron Hall. Let's go. Okay. It's a lengthy read, but just bear with me. 8 years ago, in the spring of 2016, reporters in New York City began to hear whispers about a drama unfolding at the Midtown headquarters of NBC, which is the picture here. Sources, colleagues, friends, and acquaintances, all of them had heard something about the relationship between Today's Show co-host Tamron Hall and presidential candidate Donald Trump. The rumor went like this. In the latter half of 2015, NBC journalists unearthed evidence that Hall and Trump conducted an affair in the years before he declared his candidacy. Now, that's not the worst part of this rumor. We'll get to it. Some of the evidence indicated that Hall became pregnant by Trump and later obtained an abortion. Yes, the whispers appeared to be leaking out of 30 Rockefeller Plaza because NBC officials were unsure of how to address the situation. Eager to scoop a competitor on its own turf, reporters outside of NBC swarmed their sources within the network for information, but they struggled to find a path to publication. Important details were fuzzy or disputed, and sources' knowledge was often third or fourth hand. The gravity of the allegation and the visibility of its subjects provided little margin for error. Any story would require nearly perfect sourcing. No news outlet published a single word about the rumor. Once again, it is a rumor, but there was in fact some truth to it. According to people familiar with the matter, NBC journalists did indeed investigate Hall and Trump's relationship in the fall of 2015 and found evidence that supported the existence of an affair that led to Hall's pregnancy and subsequent abortion. They had gathered this material as part of a larger reporting project about Trump's past girlfriends. The evidence was compelling enough to continue investigating as Trump's campaign gained steam. However, nothing ever came of the reporting project. NBC never published a story about Trump's ex-girlfriends or his relationship with Hall. And less than 2 weeks after Trump's inauguration, Hall abruptly left the network. These events created a mystery that has never been solved. What exactly happened between Trump, Hall, and NBC? So here's a timeline of facts. Once again, take everything being presented with the biggest grain of pink Himalayan sea salt you can find or carry or afford. Let's go. June 2002, Trump announced a $50 million agreement with NBC to air 3 beauty pageants on the network: Miss Universe, Miss USA, and Miss Teen USA. The deal gave NBC a 50% stake in Trump's pageant business. January 8, 2004, NBC debuted The Apprentice, a reality TV competition in which Trump presided over a group of aspiring business executives who competed for the chance to lead one of Trump's many business ventures. 2007 July, Hall joined NBC and MSNBC as a reporter and substitute anchor. August 23, 2010, Hall served as a judge for the Miss Universe pageant in Las Vegas, Nevada. September 9, 2010, Hall interviewed Trump on MSNBC to promote the new season of The Apprentice. The journalist Alyssa Krinsky transcribed a portion of their exchange for TVN Newser. That goes, "Congratulations, Tamron," Trump began. "I hear you're getting a new show, and it's a biggie." Hall, who was a judge for Trump's Miss Universe pageant last month, laughed. "Oh, I don't know about that." It's very impressive," Trump continued. "You're the opposite of the people that are on The Apprentice. You're going up. So that's great. Congratulations." "You're very kind to say that." "Very kind. Thank you," said Hall before quickly redirecting the conversation. October 11, 2010, MSNBC debuted Hall's own show, News Nation, with Tamron Hall. December 2nd, 2011, Hall interviewed Trump about his plan to serve as a moderator for an upcoming debate on the news channel Newsmax among Republican candidates for the 2012 presidential campaign. Trump canceled his appearance 9 days later. February 24, 2014, Hall joined the Today Show, the flagship morning program of NBC, as a co-anchor of the show's third hour, alongside Willie Geist, Natalie Morales, and Al Roker. March 13, 2014, Trump appeared on Today, where Hall and co-host Matt Lauer interviewed him about the upcoming Miss USA pageant in Baton Rouge, his thoughts about Russia's recent occupation of Crimea, and recent speculation about whether he would run for governor of New York. Hall was a fill-in for Lauer's regular co-anchor Savannah Guthrie. Trump appeared alongside the prior year's winner of Miss USA, Aaron Brady. June 16, 2015, Trump formally announced his candidacy for president of the United States in the lobby of Trump Tower in New York City. During that announcement, Trump said, when Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're bringing attackers, and some, I assume, are good people. June 29, 2015, NBC severed ties with Trump, citing his earlier comments about Mexican immigrants. Due to the recent derogatory statements by Donald Trump regarding immigrants, NBC Universal is ending its business relationship with Mr. Trump. February 9, 2016, Hall conducted a 10-minute long interview with Trump at a hotel bar in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, where Hall and her NBC colleagues were covering the state's presidential primary. From that interview, it goes, Hall, so the question is, who is the real Donald Trump? Is he the guy saying the P word where he knows he can get away with it at this ruckus rally, or is he the guy thumping the Bible because he needs that group? And then will he be the guy later in a general election who becomes a New York liberal that Ted Cruz says you are really hiding under your suit? Trump responds, okay, so I'll tell you who the real Donald Trump is. I am the one that is going to make America great again. That's what it is. We have politicians. They're all talk. They're no action. They're destroying our country. We owe $19 trillion. We're going to owe $21 trillion within a very short period of time because of the really stupid budget that they just passed. The real Donald Trump is going to turn it around and make America great again. That's what the real Donald Trump is. Now let me pause this so we can really get into this. Let's continue. March 2nd. Anonymous members of the notorious web forum 4chan gained access to the voicemail inbox associated with Trump's personal cell phone number. The 4chan members extracted 35 voicemail messages from Trump's inbox. 4 of the messages were left by Hall. You can listen to the audio of Hall's voicemails here. Oh, can we?
Hi, this is Donald Trump, and I'm running for the president.
Please enter your password, then press pound. Your mailbox is full.
Holy shit,
you have 21 saved voice messages. To listen to your messages, press 1.
Yes.
To say first saved voice message.
Hi, this is T. Hall. I had a meeting with Matt today, and it could not have gone better. He was so supportive and caring and just was great. So I'm happy I took your advice and went to meet with him. So it was pretty cool.
Ooh.
And I celebrated by going to Gucci, and I'm going to use your discount because there's a green dress that's like $3,000, and I need a discount bigger than the one my discount is. Give me a call back. It's T. Hall. Hope you're well, and I hope you're bracing for Romney to get his butt whipped tomorrow by Obama.
Oh, my God.
Bye.
I need to talk to Matt.
End of message. Message erased. Next message.
What?
Hi, it's T. Hall. Hope you are well. I was hoping to catch you. I missed your call earlier. And I saw the YouTube video today. I wanted to chat with you about it because you know that I'm a huge fan. And
Ooh.
I think the world of you, but I think that thing today was not good. Not becoming of who I think you are as a person, as a statesman, like your award. I just thought it was just kind of crummy.
What?
And this wasn't. Anyway, give me a call back. It's T Hall. Bye.
Wow.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. Message erased. Next message.
Hi, Donald. It's Mika and Joe calling. Say hi, Joe.
Hey there, Donald. How you doing?
We're just leaving you a message because we're trying to get in touch with you, but you must be like on your jet or something. We'd love to talk to you, so call one of us. Joe, what's your you're going to be
Wow,
what's your
this
other
is
number, Joe?
Well, I'm at 2. The
Oh,
kids
this
want to
is
scream
crazy.
thank you to you, Donald. Say thank you, Donald. We are so grateful for everything, Donald, and we just want to call you and tell you how much it means to us.
It was amazing. Thank you, Donald. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
What? Okay, let's get back to it. The next day, the anonymous 4chan members provided Gawker with copies of Trump's voicemails. March 4, Gawker published 3 of Hall's voicemail messages. In one of the voice messages, Hall tells Trump that she was happy. I took your advice and met with someone named Matt. The meeting went well, she says. I celebrated by going to Gucci, and I'm going to use your discount because there's a green dress that's like $3,000, and I need a discount bigger than the one my discount. In another message, she expresses her disapproval of an unnamed YouTube video with which Trump was apparently associated. I saw the YouTube video today. I wanted to chat with you about it since you know that I'm a huge fan and I think the world of you. Listen, when a woman says this to you, you're in like Flynn. But let's continue. But I think that thing today was not good, not becoming of who I think you are as a person, as a statesman. Like your award, I just thought it was kind of crummy, she says. The hackers released 4 voicemail messages from Hall, taken together with her interviews. They suggest an anchor who has relationships to Trump, a friendly personal one, and an antagonistic journalistic one. To her credit, Hall's apparent friendship with Trump hasn't stopped her from covering him critically and aggressively. April 2nd, New York Times columnist Maureen Dowd published an edited interview with Trump in which Dowd asked whether the candidate had been involved as a bachelor with someone who obtained an ABORTION. Trump refused to answer the question. In an MAC interview with Chris Matthews, the formerly pro-choice Trump somehow managed to end up to the right of the National Right to Life Committee when he said that for women but not men, there has to be some form of punishment. If a President Trump makes abortion, illegal, Trump quickly recanted and even told CBS's John Dickerson that the laws are set, and I think we have to leave it that way. Quote, this was not real life, he told me. This was a hypothetical, so I thought of it in terms of a hypothetical. So that's where that answer came from, hypothetically. Given his draconian comment sending women back to back alleys, I had to ask, when he was a swinging bachelor in Manhattan, was he ever involved with anyone who had an ABORTION? Such an interesting question, he said. So what's your next question? November 14th, 6 days after Trump defeated Hillary Clinton, Slate published a story titled, Do You Have Information About ABORTIONs Trump May Have Paid For? Let us know. February 1st, 2017, Hall departed both NBC and MSNBC for reasons that neither Hall nor NBC fully explained. Both Page Six and People magazine reported that Hall decided to exit the network after learning her 9 a.m. slot on Today would be replaced by former Fox News host Megyn Kelly. The timing of Hall's departure just 12 days after Trump's inauguration drew renewed scrutiny from the reporters who previously investigated her history with Trump. Those reporters hypothesized that if the Hall-Trump NBC rumor were in fact true, some or all of the parties may have agreed to a non-disclosure agreement that constrained them from publicly or privately discussing the other parties. Those reporters acknowledged, however, that such an agreement would be untenable for a news anchor. Indeed, Hall continued to anchor news segments about Trump through the end of her employment at NBC. If an agreement existed, it must have been signed at or very close to the end of her contract at NBC. To test their hypothesis that neither Hall nor Trump would mention the other, the reporter set up systems through Google Alert and LexisNexis to notify them of any article or transcript that mentioned both of their names. March 17th, AJ Benza, a former gossip columnist for the New York Daily News, hosted Friday Night Special, a recurring segment on the Los Angeles talk radio station KABC. Benza discussed Trump's nascent presidency, his own fractious friendship with Trump, and the 1996 murder of Tupac Shakur, among other subjects. Okay. Not longer after the segment started at 14:33 in the online copy, Benza told his listeners, "If you really want to get to Trump, if you want him to make a mistake, this goes out to every reporter out there. Let him keep talking. Don't put words in his mouth. Let him talk. He'll hang himself. Trust me, the guy's about to say some crazy stuff." On the other end of this break, I'm going to tell you a really crazy story I heard about Trump that I know to be true. After taking several listeners' calls to discuss whether or not the media hates Trump, Benza told the really crazy story at the timestamp of 2040. So let's go back there. 2840. Oh, it's not there anymore. Oh, that's not permission denied. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. Even though I'm not a practicing journalist, I still get stories. I haven't put this anywhere yet, but it's a hell of a story, and it's a lot more interesting than when Donald Trump didn't shake Angela Merkel's hand. You know Tamron Hall? My sources who are in and around NBC tell me that there was a big investigation for a while on Trump's girlfriends, who he was with, etc. And what they turned up was Tamron Hall was dating Donald Trump in 2012 when he was married to Melania. He was with Tamron Hall, and apparently they were incriminating emails with "I love you" on them. She used his discount at Gucci. Interestingly enough, Tamron Hall, who's got a great career, a couple of weeks ago, she leaves the Today Show. She walks off the NBC show. And the reason they gave us was that Megyn Kelly was coming, and Tamron felt like she was pushed away. I don't buy that. I'm thinking more along the lines of, does NBC want to be embarrassed again? NBC feels a little guilty looking back at The Apprentice. They don't want one more piece of embarrassment. I think Tamron kind of walked away before because maybe she was told, listen, this is going to get ugly. We have information. And in fact, that story goes deeper. But I'm not going to say what I want to say on this type of show, because you can read between the lines. They were dating. They were doing stuff. Sometimes things happen and you got to go someplace to take care of things. It's that kind of story. I don't want to say any more than that. October 14, nearly 7 months after AJ Benza appeared on KABC, someone using the pseudonym Rupert Pupkin summarized what Benza had said about Hall and Trump in a brief post on an online forum operated by Radio Gunk, a weekly podcast about the Howard Stern show, under the title AJ Benza Claims Donald Trump Impregnated NBC's Tamron Hall. Pupkin wrote, he asserts that Trump and Melania have an agreement and that he was dating Tamron Hall. You know, that's funny. This high-powered man had an agreement with his wife to have basically extramarital affairs. And that he was dating Tamron Hall in 2012 and knocked her up. 20-minute mark. She was using Trump's discount at stores in Manhattan and was pushed out by the network. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, it's not going to let me listen. No. Okay, yeah, it's going to let me listen. Nope, not going to let me listen. Bastards. Okay, let's continue. Pupkin's post attracted 42 replies from 25 different users. AJ better have something good to back this up if Trump decides to sue, one wrote. That's a very bold claim, another added. I don't believe the Hall stuff. The media would have been all over it. But AJ is the one guy with the bombshell scoop, and he sat on it until after the election. Please. The same commenter noted that Benza accused Trump of stealing his girlfriend in 2001. The post on Radio Gunk marked the first written record on the searchable internet of the rumor concerning Hall, Trump, and NBC. This triggered the Google alerts that reporters had set up for web pages that mentioned both Hall and Trump, thereby renewing another round of inquiry about the rumor. September 1, 2018, White House correspondent April Ryan published her second memoir, Under Fire, reporting from the front lines of the Trump White House. Ryan's book drew reporters' attention because it exclusively pertained to the author's experience as a journalist covering the Trump administration, and because it contained a short preface written by Tamron Hall. Notably, Hall's preface does not mention Trump by name or implication. One passage reads, "The day she went viral with the head shake heard round cable news, social media, and eventually global news was just one of April's defining moments. The heated exchange defined her spirit, but not her struggle, and her gracious tenacity that not only got her to dance, but kept her feet moving no matter what was thrown her way. This did not prove what appeared to be consistent with the existence of a non-disclosure agreement in force between Tamron Hall and Donald Trump." September 9, 2019, ABC aired the first episode of Hall's new daytime talk show, Tamron Hall. September 15, 2019, the original Radio Gun thread from 2017 received 24 new comments over the next 2 days. It is not clear why. The thread's author, Rupert Pupkin, updated the first entry with a short note and embedded an audio player on of the episode. Since someone decided to bump this 2-year-old post, here is an easier to use link to listen to the show. December 11, 2020, Hall interviewed Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg about a variety of topics, including Facebook's decision not to remove a Facebook post authored by Trump that said, in response to protests over the death of George Floyd, quote, "Any difficulty and we will assume control, but when the looting starts, the shooting starts," end quote. Hall began her line of questioning about Trump's post at 3:38 and mentioned Trump by the name at 5:49. The Sandberg interview was notable because it appeared to be the first time Hall publicly mentioned Trump by name since she left NBC in 2017, and she did so only once during the entire exchange. Every other time she referred to Trump as the president or the president of the United States. Hall hasn't mentioned Trump since the Sandberg interview. If you search for the former president's name on the official website of Tamron Hall, you will receive a list of 5 videos. 3 of them tangentially refer to Donald Trump, such as an interview with an author about spreading revolutionary love in the post-Trump era. The remaining 2 refer to Melania Trump. Let's see. None of the subjects of this story, Tamron Hall, Donald Trump, and the corporate entity of NBC, responded to repeated requests for comment. Hall is represented by the public relations firm Align and the law firm Gang, Tyre, Romer, Brown, and Passman. I think that's the Passman that's related to the Donald Passman that wrote the How to Succeed in Music Business. I could be wrong. They didn't care. Neither acknowledged emails and phone calls seeking comment. Emails sent to Trump's presidential campaign, including the Proton Mail address of chief spokesman Stephen Chung, went unreturned. In the course of my reporting, I obtained Trump's personal cell number, which I called on Wednesday night. Trump answered after I introduced myself and said I was writing about his history with Hall. He immediately disconnected the call. Finally, NBC employees, at least 18 publicists to respond to press inquiries about NBC News and MSNBC. None of them responded to numerous emails and phone calls seeking comment. Wow. Once again, take everything presented here with the biggest grain of pink Himalayan sea salt you can carry, find, or purchase. This would, yeah, he was married. This is like Scandal, the TV series Scandal all over again, right? The main character played by old girl, right, was seeing the president, and he was white man, white wife, and the black side piece. Same situation here, but then the baby thing is if she did get rid of the baby, this would have been a super flex for divestors. All right, make of it what you will. Y'all have a good night. Hey, y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace.